Hello, this is time. I'm just checking if I am there on LinkedIn and YouTube, and my coffee will be ready very soon. So I will at some point make a little break for me to make my coffee. It will be quick, like 2 to 3 minutes, but I'm really mindful to be there at the beginning to welcome you and to also feel free to give me any comments, any reaction about what I'm going to talk about. So today the theme is boundaries. And am I live on LinkedIn? Yes, I am live on LinkedIn. Am I live on YouTube? I will check right now. First, my friends, how are you feeling? Feel free to. It is already Monday. Yes, we are on Monday. I was thinking it is Tuesday. No, it is Monday. And so am I live on YouTube? Thank you. Yes, I am live on YouTube also. And so I rely on Restream to check if there are any comments. And sometimes I will go back and forth to LinkedIn and YouTube to ensure that I don't miss anything. And let me first welcome you. We are on 13 January 2025, and I'm going to pour some French word also for this CaféDuBien. Yet this is not a refresh your brain. Refresh your brain is only dedicated to languages and to words and to French. Yet CaféDuBien is just a connection. And this session will last probably 30 minutes, a bit more if I have more interaction, but I am fixed to make it for 30 minutes because I want to honor my time. I want to also honor your time. And I have a lot of things to cover, especially with Jay. In 2 hours, I'm going to have the first session with Jay about his book, The Rules of Engagement in Storytelling. The first rule will be covered, and I still have to read some of the parts of the first rule. So, CaféDuBien, that's time for making a coffee. So, while I am acknowledging your comments that will come in few minutes, hopefully, I'm going to make my coffee. And for that, I'm going off camera, but I'm going still to talk to you. Even though I am a bit distracted, I will talk to you again. So this is me off camera. Time for making my own coffee. CaféDuBien. So, as I am not seeing any comments, apologize if right now I don't see any of your comments. And apologize for the noise, but it takes noise to make some coffee. So, how are you feeling, my friend? 4% of 2025 is already gone. Almost 4%, let's say. And but that's a good news also because it means that you can still have 96% to correct. And for me, that's why it's really important to not set the resolutions, the classic resolution, because you know what about the resolution. You are setting your resolutions of the year at the end of the previous year or at the beginning of the new year. And then, guess what? For the most of people that are setting resolutions, they are forgetting. And so they come again at the end of the year and they say, oh my gosh, for the best, I think, they will say something like nothing because they will forget what they said they were committing to do. And for the rest, it will be like, whoops, I said I was doing this and this and this and this year. And guess what? I didn't. That's for the majority. I think 80% of us that are of people, let's say, because I am not us. 80% of the people that are setting resolutions are lacking of completion. So how do you think about that? I'm glad to receive any message, any comment. Else I'm going to continue. I am making my coffee in the hard way. I don't have the classic Senseo machine. I prefer to have my own little machine coffee that I will show you after that. And so this is done. This is done. Hopefully that it will turn well because Italian machine. So I am now again on camera. Do I see any comments? Because never miss a comment. Click on the chat message to display it on screen. Yes, but right now I don't have any comment on YouTube, and I don't have any comment on LinkedIn either. So I will bet that you are watching it on replay. So we are on the minute 7 already, and there are still 23 minutes or so. More if you are commenting and live, because I engage with my audience. So the first rule of Mr. J's book, The Rules of Engagement in Storytelling, know your audience. So my audience is amazing human beings that are willing to elevate or happy to be distracted. Yet, for me, my audience, I would like to see my audience engaged. I will see my audience asking me questions. Am I audible? Am I? Yes. And so if my audience, which is composed to people that are watching me live or people that are watching me on replay, are not asking questions, then how could I be able to engage to my audience? So if you're watching on the replay, feel free to engage with me later. Else, I would probably lose 30 minutes of my time, but these 30 minutes are really well spent because I'm making my coffee. So right now I'm going to turn again off my camera and I am going to pour some coffee to my cup. And so, wow, amazing coffee. So, before I turn back off my camera, here is my amazing coffee machine. So that's the classic Italian one. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it pours some jus de chaussette. That's the French word that I would like to mention today. But most of the time it pours amazing coffee. And I'm really grateful. I'm grateful also to add some honey. I don't like sugar, by the way. So I prefer to add some honey to my coffee. That's my weirdness. And be weird, be real. I love so much the post of Colette showing someone else post about being weirdo, being real. As long as you are yourself, then you will attract your audience that are resonating with you. And it doesn't mean that you cannot be professional. But at the same time, this is Oli tasting his coffee in front of you. Verdict, amazing. So, aside that, any comments right now on the replay team, feel free to give any comments. And I am now going, there are still 20 minutes. This session, as I don't have any comments or question in LinkedIn or YouTube, I'm going now to give you the list of my 25 for 2025, my list of KeyLovorators. I love to play puns, by the way, to play puns and to be a small wordsmith. So collaborators, comes from the word labor in Latin, labourer, labourer les champs, labor fields, labor. Co, it means with, avec, like con, you know. C-O-N is Latin, and C-O, construire. Labor, ethos, collaborators. And in French, the collaborateur, L-A-B-O-R-A-T-E-U-R, and not T-O-R. T-O-R is for English, T-E-U-R is for French. And then collaborator, collaborators, so collaborateur, the S is silent in French. And the feminine, collaboratrice, T-R-I-C-E, and S if there are multiple female collaborators. So collaborateur, collaboratrice. But you know me, I love to make puns. And so key, like K-E-Y, like the key that you are turning to open your door. Key, lovo, like L-O-V-O, like to love, you know. KeyLovorators. And so I'm going right now to pull to your audience right now that is watching now, if there are anyone watching now, by the way, because until now, I see only one person live. And thank you so much for joining my session. Feel free to comment, to give me feedback. How are you feeling? How was your weekend? And what do you think about setting boundaries, about my workplace? And the collaborators, the KeyLovorators that I'm going to quote. So I'm going to quote them, the list of the 25, and then after, I will tell you why did I choose them. And hello, Firdausi. Amazing to see you. And you will be able, hopefully, to join me on stage tomorrow for my Refresh Your Brain. It's at 7 p.m. and it will be a recurring event of Refresh Your Brain. And I'm really happy that you joined in my audience. So it's amazing because you are part of my KeyLovorators, dear Firdausi. So the 25 KeyLovorators, sorry, KeyLovorators. I'm not going to wash you, by the way, Lovorators. KeyLovorators that I'm going to quote for 2025 are these. And then I'm going to give you the reasons. So J. Pasqua, the storyteller strategist. Kimberly Wells, aka Coach K. Then Shelley Louise, Keith Keller, Kelly Price. These three, by the way, are from Australia. They are amazing OCs. Et je les adore aussi, by the way. I love them too. Then Dr. Constance Leland, aka CJ Leland, Marsha Lobos Amaya, Christine Vaughan, Jason Forehand, Margaret Martinez, Christine Lynn Jones, Christine Lynn Norway. These two are together collaborating, by the way. They are amazing. Jenlyn Huenbien, they are amazing too. Kinga Vashta, if I pronounce well her first name, last name correctly, because I don't know it. Kinga, hopefully, or Kinga. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. And Firdausi Assoumani, if I pronounce well your last name correctly, and your first name, by the way, Firdausi, Rachel Paling, Virginia Kuchin, Ines Zayder. These three are from my neuro language community. Neuro, N-E-U-R-O, like neuroscience. Language, like, and then community. So it's like neurolangue in French. And it's really amazing because I'm a language igniter. I'm a neural language igniter. And since more than 2 years, Rachel changed my life. Virginia impacted me also through her tips about the food, aside the neuroscience and the neuro language coaching. And then also Ines Zayner from Switzerland. She is also in 2025 one of my accountability buddies about neuro language coaching. Then Richard Lowenthal, Wendy Ouellet, Stephen Busher, Divine Maxine. Ling, 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 ling. I mimic. I don't have any chimes right now on my hands, but ling, 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 ling. Amazing Divine Maxine. Dr. Melissa Robinson Weinmiller, if I pronounce well your last name correctly. She is the empathy queen. Then Nancy H. Anderson and Jackie Holmstead. So I was quoting the 25, and now I'm going to give you the reason why did I chose these 25. And they might choose to say me, no, I don't want to keyloverate with you. And it will be their choice. But I decide to bring them as keyloverators. I was searching my words because I was someone told like Brandon Bouchard, like choose your weapons. I don't like to choose my weapons. I don't like to destroy anything. So I was thinking, if they are not my weapons, they could be part of the fantasy team that will help me to plant the seeds. And so I'm really happy to have chosen these 25. It doesn't mean that there will be only 25, maybe more during the next days, weeks, months of this year. But at the same time, it's my choice. They can say no. If they choose to say no, it's okay. I will still do the best to integrate them in my fantasy team by the contribution they are putting out there, and will share their post. Yet I would like to see also collaboration, and so co-elevation, ignite each other's, elevate each other's. So thank you so much for these 25, for being part of my journey in 2024 and to be part of my journey in 2025. So aside Firdausi, which has amazingly sent me hello, feel free to give any feedback, any comments about these. Then we have still 11 minutes, and feel free also comment or to ask me questions so that the session will continue just a little bit, but else the session will last in 11 minutes if I don't have any comment, any question. Whether in YouTube, whether in LinkedIn, and feel free if you are on the replay team. If you're right now, feel free to add any comment on LinkedIn, on YouTube. I will reply you back. And so, Mr. J, he was present in my LinkedIn journey since mid-2023, I think. More than a year, in fact. With Jay's storytelling with Jay and friends. And because he's really practical, and hey, also Manny, welcome Manny. So I was just quoting the reason now why did I chose these 25 KeyLovorators. So Mr. J, because he is also speaking another language, having another culture like Guam, a Guam-Azing culture, a Chamorro language. So Zuhus Ma'asi, Maila Hailom. And so I love languages. So that's why, and also his authenticity, his storytelling drive, and that's why I chose him. So, I have still 9 minutes for 25 to explain. I don't No, I've explained already a few of them, but then Kimberly, the butterfly effect, no, the butterfly story also, and really authentic, really human and children driven for education. She is a teacher, and also her authenticity. She shared so much things that went in her life and with emotions, and she's really inspiring and leveling up people. That's why I chose her. Then Shelley Louise, Keith Keller, Kelly Price. These three are from OC, and Shelley was there last year for the Christmas LinkedIn audio. Last year, when I say last year, it was more than a year ago. So it was in December 2023. And she was there also in 2024, by the way. And she's so also inspiring, emotional, and she's part of my KeyLovorators. Then Keith Keller, really practical, really mind-blowing also about audio, also about engagement, and also to elevate. That's why I chose him. And Kelly Price, the bird lady, the chef, Nutitude. Also, I love her energy. I love her humility. She is a chef. She is a chef. She was telling she wasn't anymore. She is still a chef. So Kelly from Australia, amazing. Sydney. Then Dr. CJ Constance Leland. Do I need still to present her? She has more than 70K subscribers on YouTube. She is leveling up her community, and dozens of people around her since more than 2 years. Since July, more than that, I think. But since I know her personally, in my journey since July 2023, and she impacted my life. Also, 24 with the 4 anthologies, and 2 of them I participated. So, CJ, I want to be one of your KeyLovorators, and you are for sure one of mine. Thank you, CJ, for all the love, all the value, all the amazingness, and the leveling up of your community that you are doing since many years, by the way. Then Marsha Lobos Amaya. Marsha or Martha, originally from Houston and now from California, I think. And she's really community members driven. And when it was really awareness that feel free, as you don't say that people quote unquote commit suicide, because they don't commit, they are taking their lives. It's important also to pay attention about our words. So there are no homeless, there are no lower. They are just people, human beings that are unhoused, that are living in the street because they cannot afford housing. And we need to take care of them. If we don't take care of any human being living on Earth, how could we expect and hope to build humanity? So that's my rant, but I'm going too far probably, and there are still 5 minutes for the 20 rest of people. So Christine Woon, human trafficking advocate, human trafficking survivor, human trafficking thriver. So that's why I would like also to count her in my fantastic KeyLovorators. And an amazing human being, really driven for his community, HR for you, and also Transformation Kitchen. And thank you, Jason. Welcome in my KeyLovorator team. Margaret Martinez, really human-driven jam host, connections, unforgettable you, and Spanish teacher, and muy bien. Benvenida dentro it's Italian, by the way. Benvenida nella key KeyLovorators. I will say like that. Thank you, Margaret. And also, talking about Richard, Margaret, thank you so much for uh, letting me discover GoBranch. It's amazing. And thanks, Keith, also for that. So I don't see any comment. I'm going to continue. Christine Lynn Jones and Christine Lynn Norai, two co-authors of a book like Bridging the Gap in Education that I really recommend, and I would like to continue as I was KeyLovorating with them last year. I would like to also to continue to KeyLovorate with them this year because it's about our children, the next generation. I myself, I'm not a parent. I don't have any child. Yet I crave to see this world in a better place than now or years ago. We need to do that for them, for the children that are living now, and for the next generations. So thank you so much, Christine and Christine. Then Jenlin UNBN, the brand ambassador, ambassadress, ambassador, and really pouring so much love in her, pouring so much love in the community. I need to rewind for the pronouns, and she wouldn't mind, but I am committed to say that correctly. So they are amazingly pouring some love into the community about branding, and was amazing weeks and months last year with people like Sharon, like Crystal, like others, Saria, and yeah, and also Lorelei. So thank you, Jenlin, so much, and I'm glad to KeyLovorate also with you this year in 2025. Oof, so we are on the number 14, and I have still 3 minutes. So I'm going probably to extend. I apologize for the replay team. And I also welcome your comments. So King Guhvja, if I pronounce well this time correctly your first name, about strategy, about streamline, about process. I need more structure. I need more systems. I need more awareness. I need more agile. And thank you so much for being part of my KeyLovorators. Then Firdausi, thank you so much also for your comments, by the way. Thank you so much for any people that are watching live or play. Firdausi was meeting her probably months and months ago, but recently it was more in my radar. And she's the lady of negotiation. And I need more of that. I need more to set up boundaries. Like in the session, like 1 or 2 hours ago with Eric, Eddie, Zion, Leah, and Amberly about saying no. I have to say more no's. It's not like I don't want to say no for the sake of saying no, but sometimes I want to say yes to me. If I want to say yes to things that I value, I have to say no to things others. So negotiation and setting boundaries. So thank you, Firdausi. Then Rachel Palling, Virginia Kuchin, Ines Zeno. I was talking already about Rachel Palling. She changed my life. She paved the path. She was she is the second person that is reconciling me with teaching, because at school only my French teacher was there, probably not only, but it's all that I remember, plus my Latin, plus my biology teacher. Rachel, you are paving the way for a world where the learners have their autonomy, efficiency, and joy. We need more joy. So Rachel, Virginia, yes, Richard Lowenthal from GoBranch. I want to also KeyLovorate with you for amplifying GoBranch, not only for the sake of amplifying GoBranch, but also to offer a space where every voice is welcome, without any like, oh, I need to check the comments on Restream. Oh, I need to put some captions. Oh, I need to. No, it's easier with GoBranch because we are on one space. Of course, it is challenging, because then you are telling your audience, all your audience, wherever they are, to go in GoBranch, in this space. But isn't it the challenge if you do that to ask them to Zoom? to ask them to go on Google Meet. It is one space. And of course, it's amazing to be able with StreamYard or Restream to stream to LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, whatever, you name it. But then you have to manage 4, 5 plus different channels. Imagine you have KeyLovorators. Imagine you have a panel of 5 KeyLovorators, and they are sharing also your session through their different channels. You have to manage all the comments of all the people that are commenting. Imagine you have a session with 5 KeyLovorators with your session, and you, let's say 12, 20 plus channels, and all the comments are there, blah, 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 and you have to, okay, this I'm going to take, this I'm not going to take. So here in Go Brunch, same space, everyone has the ability to speak, and at the same time you can manage your room. You can lock your room if you choose, okay, this is the start. It's like, tomorrow I'm going to a training, by the way, le corps, outil de communication, the body, tool of communication. And I was taking this course 2 hours ago, by the way. And in this course, there is something, a mail that I received, and it makes sense. If you are, this training begins at this time. If you have to be present at this time. If you come late, feel free on the corridor. And then the trainer will get out and pick you after the exercise. It's to allow to not disrupt, you know, if you are having a session and you have to re-explain everything 5, 20, 50 minutes after. So that's why locking a room might have sense. So you have the power to decide. Yeah, so that's it. You are the leader of your experience, of your session. So right now we are 3 minutes out of the session. I'm going to continue and finish. I am checking if there are any comments. Thank you again, Firdausi and Mani, for being there. And I don't see any comments on YouTube. And so I'm going to end to finish the list. And then I'm going also to tell you what I'm envisioned to do. So is there any comments? No, there is no other comments on LinkedIn and YouTube. Thank you so much for bearing me with patience. And I need to sip to coffee right now. And to pour some other coffee. So, so I was talking about already 18 of my collaborators, of my collaborators. Richard, thank you so much. Your space is incredible. I don't say that it's perfect, yet there is a team behind, a team of human beings that are listening. Guess what? If there are bugs on Zoom, if there are bugs on LinkedIn, so here with Go Brunch, you can contact Richard or anyone on the team. They are reactive and they are taking your feedback very seriously and helping you. So that's why we Go Brunch, and that's why also I'm really blessed towards Margaret. So the 20th KeyLovorator is Wendy Wennett. She is really also human driven, and she is really possibilitarian. That's opening the doors of possibilities. That's what I would like to have more in 2025. So Wendy, thank you so much for being part of my KeyLovorators team. Then Stephen Busher. Last year, Stephen, you were really present. You were organizing sessions also, mental health and connecting human beings. And I would like to keylovorate more with you in 2025. I will do my best to be present in your sessions because you made me feel good. And of course, there are other persons that made me feel good. And at some point, they stopped to make me feel good. So at some point, I have to make a decision. I love them, but I love them afar. So that's my week. Then Divine Maxine. I love so much to bring more divinity and spirituality in my life. God is my driver right now. And I wonder if I have any. No, I will not be distracted with something that I was not. Okay, that will be for later, probably for the CaféDuBien of the later session. In a bit more than 6 hours, I hold a second CaféDuBien today. And this time, with video brunch. It will be not live, not recorded. But this one is amazing. So, Divine Maxine, thank you so much because you are present. And with humanity, you are very welcome to be one of my KeyLovorators for 2025. Then the last 3 ones, I'm 7 minutes over the session. I apologize for the replay team, or apologize. Thank you so much for watching me until the end. Dr. Melissa Robinson, the empathy queen, last year, and even a bit before, I think, but so especially last year, you were really incredible in my journey. And I want to keylovorate again with you in 2025. Feel free to connect with her. She is the empathy queen. And that's what I want to tap more by setting boundaries also. Because being empathic doesn't mean that you are a yes sayer. You have also sometimes to say no with grace, with empathy. But sometimes you have to say no. And then the last 2 ones, Nancy H. Anderson, I was meeting her face-to-face also during the session in Brussels, by the way. She came into Brussels. And in the session of Amanda Croft that I attended last year in end of October in London, in UK, by the way, Faversham. And Nancy, you are an incredible human being, no matter what others might say. You are, within my heart, an incredible human being. And I send you also my healing vibes because your health is declining with your illness. But I send you my heart and my good vibes of healing, Nancy. And I want to see you in fully 2025 as the keylovorator for my life. Keep shining, dear Nancy. We love you. I love you. I don't know. I love you. Thank you so much. Then the last one, Jackie Olmsted. I was also collaborating sometimes with her last year, and I want to collaborate more. So that's my 25th, and probably it will be like a 26th one, 27th one. But right now I'm going to stick with this fantastic team, this fantastic team of keylovorators. So thank you so much for being with me with my weirdness. I wait for any comments that you would like to say before I close the door. I close the room. I'm waiting. Well, so what's next? In 1 hour and 20 minutes, and feel free also to add that for the replay if you cannot attend, but in 1 hour and 20 minutes, I will hold my first book club session. The first session of the Rules of Engagement in Storytelling book from Mr. J. Pasqua in 80 minutes. So that's why I close the room right now, because I have still to read some stuff. And I'm doing the best I can. Nothing is perfect. But I'm really happy to hold this session so that you can understand the first rule of engagement in storytelling, which is knowing your audience. So who is my audience? My audience is you. I know that's the most weirdest answer, but this is true. My audience is you. But at the same time, an audience is an audience only listening. Could an audience also reading? Could an audience also seeing? Is an artist a painter? Is a painter having an audience? Or is an audience only for the speakers? I wonder. So that's a question probably that I'm going to ask also to Mr. J. So that's in 80 minutes, like 79. And then later on in 6 hours and 20 minutes, I will hold my second CaféDuBien, this time in Go Brunch. So feel free to join in 6 hours and 18 minutes. Aside that, I will host also in one day, let's say at 10 a.m. PST, because I don't want to bother about the math. But tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. my time, which is 6 p.m. UK time, let's say, I will host my Refresh Your Brain, and hopefully that Firdausi and Koke can join. I'm really blessed if they can join. If not, I send them love because they are part of my KeyLovorators. And so I was also promising at some point to bring some word in French. So I'm going now to add a word in French for each of the 25 KeyLovorators that I mentioned beforehand, and then I'm going to close the room. J, Histoire, which is HISTOIE. TOIRE. So it's like history, but with TOIRE, histoire, and with an H. In French, we don't pronounce the H. Kimberly, professeur. And I know this word could be also too much masculine. Then there is also enseignant, and then enseignante. Shelly, Australie, Australia, Australie. Keith, son, S-O-N, which is not the son, like the daughter son, but which is the sound in French. S-O-N, audio, son. Kelly, oiseau, probably the only word in French that contains all the vocals except Y, because sometimes Y is a vocal in French, but all the 5 first vocals, let's say, with the least letters. So because there is only the S. O-I-S-A, O-I-S-E-A-U, which is O-I-S-I-E-U, oiseau, which is birds. CJ, communauté. Let's say like that. It's community. Marsha, but communauté, it's already said. So, well, let's say a way that I don't like this word, but it's SDF, which is sans domicile fixe. It's an abbreviation in French, or sans abri, which is without shelter. But I don't like this because it's membre de la communauté. Then, anti-trafficking, anti-traffic. So trafficking is T-R-A-F-F-I-C, traffic. And human is humain, by the way. It's like human, but you add an I between the A and the N. Chosen for ant, cuisine, and C-U-I-S-I-N-E. It's like kitchen. Margaret. Well, connexion. Let's say like that. Connexion. So it's like connection, but instead of the CT, you replace it by the X. So the same. Christine, éducation, which is education, the same spelling, but with an accent and not the same pronunciation. Education, éducation, with the E, with the accent. Janine, I will give you some nuggets. In fact, in French, the non-binariness is, there is il, I-L, which is he, elle, which is E-L-L-E, which is she. But then there is they, them. For the non-binariness, it's EL, it's I-E-L. It's good to know because the languages are evolving. So why not to include the non-binaries? And it's better than to say ça, which is it. Don't call the non-binary it, please. Kinga, système, which is system, but you add an E, and it's accent grave, système. Fildaoussi, négociation, which is negotiation, but it's pronounced négociation. Rachel, neurolangue. Virginia, nourriture. I'm going too quick because else I will miss my other session. Ines, Swiss, which is Switzerland. Richard, what to say about Richard? Sympa, which is fun, let's say like that. Wendy, possibilité, which is possibility. Stephen, parachute, which is, he jumped on the plane, so parachute. Divine, clochette, I will say like that. The ling, 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 clochette. Even if it's weird, it's okay, because I don't have time. Melissa, empathie, which is empathy, but pronounced differently, and it's T-H-I-E. Then Nancy, what to say about Nancy? Well, sadly, but it's the only thing that I think, cancer, which is cancer. So cancer, written the same, but not pronounced the same. And then Jackie, let's say famille, F-A-M-I-L-L-E, which is family. So with that, my friends, I'm going to close right now. Thank you so much for the replay team. Thank you so much for Fildaoussi and for Madni or Mustafa, because I don't know if Madni is your first name or if it's Mustafa your first name. Thank you so much for commenting. And thank you also for the replay team. Replay team, feel free also to be part of the adventure and to comment because replay team, you are also welcome to engage. The audience might be right now, the people that are watching right now, but it could be also people that are watching on replay team. Feel free also to engage, because I can invite you to engage, but we don't force the horse to drink water. Maybe we give them some salt, but it's to the horses to decide if they are willing to drink water. So it's also up to you to engage. I invite you and to engage. With that, my friends, I'm going to close the session, and in 10 minutes, I'm going to run already. No, in fact, not in 10 minutes. In 1 hour and 10 minutes, I'm going to be in the session with Jay, storytelling. So with that, my friends, thank you so much. See you next time for the next CaféDuBien, which is in fact in 6 hours, because in GoBlodge. And thank you so much for your presence in my journey. I don't know who is watching this. I send you my love. And thank you for being part of my audience, which is in audience. Same spelling, not the same pronunciation. And I wish I can give you value throughout all the sessions that I'm making. The time will not be replaceable. So I value you, the replay team, because you are watching until now. And also the live team, because I see some people watching right now. So thank you so much for watching me live. And feel free to engage. engage. You engage your time. Feel free also to engage if you choose so, if you are not driving. Because I'm happy to give the audience, plus the replay team, any of your contributions. So thank you again, Firdausi and Manny Mustafa, and see you very, very soon.